Okay. Okay. Κάλεστε. Άρα έχετε ερωτήματα περί του αναγνώσματος. Περί του δεκατού αναγνώσματος.
Second, the second.
Second, Καλώς. Nun, anagignomen, kai paraphrasungen to anagnosma. Anagignoskomen in the subjunctive. Let us read, kai paraphrasungen, tuto, to anagnosma. Nun, kai pantes legate, kai poriuetai,
Pohabram,
kai oikete meta autu holot.
kai oiketa meta, Podahabram,
ete hebdo me conta penta esta.
ete hebdo mecunta penta est,
Poter ex ergetai ec param.
ota ex ergetai ec haram.
Kalos Nun, you can see here. What's going on here? Hota, there's our hota, and we just saw that, okay? It's one of the correlative forms of hota, when, okay? All right, that's that. Paraphrase parakalo, Chris.
Okay. And they go, is that, or they walk?
And Habram
Yes.
sets out.
Sets out,
journeys,
that's right.
journeys, right? What are you with that?
And like walks with, or departs with.
And oikatai, and he goes.
Goes.
Oikatai. Holot.
With Lot.
Lot. Tis is the hypotosis. Oh, Lot.
To.
No. Oh, Lot. What is this word? What function does this word serve in the sentence?
It's the article, right?
The article. And what case, number, and gender is ha.
Let's see. It's masculine.
Masculine.
Singular.
Singular.
Subject. Or not.
Right. Okay. So what is the subject of this verb?
Lot.
Lot. And Lot.
Exit.
Oikatai goes.
Goes.
Meta autu. So who
With
is how to?
With Abram.
With Habram. Yeah. Palestine. Okay. Aga, continue.
Okay. And Abram is now 75 years.
75 years. And what is the case? This is the hypotosis of ete.
Is it no? No, ete.
So here's our noun,
Oh, it's
right?
It's possessive. Like it's Abram possesses it, right?
No. What is it? Anybody?
So it's like,
It is accusative.
Oh.
It's
okay,
accusative.
that's what I was trying to say. I just didn't know the word for it.
Well, I didn't. So possessive means either genitive or there's some. So it's accusative. It's accusative because remember these expressions of time are the the idiom is that we use the accusative, some time, to indicate age. Okay, right? Very good. Very good. Because it can't be the nominative because the nominative is a subject. Right. All right. Good. Continue.
Okay, so Abram is 75 years, and he exits
When?
when he goes out
Uh-huh.
of Haran.
When he leaves from Haran.
From
Kalas, Pantes, Lageta, Pantes Anagignos, Vita, Paracalo, Kailambane,
Kailambane,
Mohabram,
Mohabram,
Tain Staram,
Saram,
Gunai, Kaautu,
Gunai Kaautu,
Kaiton Lot,
Kaiton Lot,
Huion,
Huion,
Tu Adafu,
Tu Adavu,
Autu,
Autu,
Kaipantata Uparkonta,
Kaipantata Uparkonta,
Auton,
Auton,
Hosa Kektain,
Osa Kektintai,
Kaipasantain Sugain,
Kaipasantin Sugain,
Ein Kektintai,
Bin Kektintai,
in Haran,
in Haran.
Kalasa, Melanie, Parapraza Paragon.
And Abraham takes Sarah his wife, and Lot the son of his brother, and all his possessions. Is it as many as he possesses?
Okay, so let's just get the person here. So Panta and all the possessions, Alton, of them. So this is Altu, of with him, okay? Or Huion to Adefu, Altu, son of the brother of his, okay, of him. And so we have of them, this is the genitive plural. As many, Hosa, Kek, Aintai, the Aintai. What's the number? They possess. Okay, very good. That they came to possess. Okay, now what's it? So this tense expresses. Okay, the perfect expresses an action that has taken place in the past, but has ongoing consequences. Right? So we talk about as many things as they came to possess, which means they still have them, right? So it's an ongoing situation. Okay, keep going.
And every soul.
And every soul.
And settled in her.
Which, okay, here's same verb, kektin time. Same verb as this one over here.
Which lived in her.
Which they, same thing, kektin time.
Which they always did possess.
Which they came to possess in Haran. Okay, so what are we referring to here? What are they referring to?
It's like their servants or slaves.
They're servants, they're slaves, right? These are the people that they have now come to possess while they were living in Haran. Pantes anagignos kita parakalo ex erkontai u
Ex ercontai un,
or USI
or USI,
ace gain
ace gain,
anaan
Anaan.
kalos kai abi paraphrase.
They continue, or they go and carry on to the land of Canaan.
Okay, so here we've got for USI, it's right here, is the same word as we saw here. Okay. So they set out, they left, therefore. And what kind of word is for US 9?
Is in infinitive?
In infinitive. So we would say what? They left, therefore. Infinitive for US 9.
Carrying or to.
Not carrying, that's pharaoh. This is for you.
Would that be? I'm not sure.
Chris, help her out.
It was
For you 9.
to.
So Hadram did what up here? What's Hadram doing up here? For you 9.
He like embarked, like not embarked, but like set off, right?
Well, this is exerkantai means he left. So what's he doing? For you he what? He journeys.
Journey.
He travels.
To
He
journey
travels. Okay.
towards.
So he departed, therefore, to journey, to travel, Escain Canaan, into the land Canaan. Palestine. Antes, anekignoskete, orakalo, kai erkontai,
Kai erkontai.
Escain Canaan.
Escape Canaan.
Kalos, Amy.
Okay, and they went to the land, to the Canaan land.
And do you remember that this erkomai means both I go and I come.
So they came. after
Okay,
it.
right. So he went out.
Right.
Okay, and it's the same. So here you can see how the verb gets used in two different places. So they went out to journey into the land of Canaan, and then what happens? It's not the same thing, right? They're not repeating, and they traveled into the land of Canaan. What does this erkontai mean? They came into the land of Canaan. Isn't that wild? Okay, so same verb. Okay, we can put it in the same way, but in this one it means they went and they came. Listen.
So, question: game, is that land?
It literally is the word for earth. Literally the word for earth. But now at this time, this stage, earlier, remember this is a form of Greek that is several hundred years later than the Greek, the classical Greek that forms the basis of what we're learning. So the two authors that we're going to focus on are Herodotus and Xenophon, and they were writing in the 5th and 4th century. Okay, this is a form of Greek that developed in the wake of Alexander's conquest. It's called Koine Greek or Common Greek, right? And so this is the Greek that they used in Alexander when they translated the Hebrew scriptures, the Hebrew Torah, the Tanakh, into Greek and made the Septuagint. So this is several hundred years after the 5th century. And so some of the things that we would have said maybe eis koran, into the land, they now just say earth, into the earth. So that word has now supplanted other forms, and that word, the other word, has probably taken on new meanings too.
So
This is how language evolves.
So between Attic and Koine, is the main difference vocabulary, or is there grammatical?
There are some grammatical differences. There's some morphological differences. And this is why we're dipping into the Koine, right? Partly because it's a slightly simplified version of Attic Greek, right? But our focus is on Attic Greek because if one acquires Attic Greek, one can do all kinds of things. Okay, if one just learns Koine Greek, going back, if one learns Koine Greek, then reading Plato is like nearly impossible, right? Because of those differences. All right. Kai diodue, pantes leikede, kai diodue,
Kai diodue.
hohabram,
Hohabram.
estomeikos autes,
Estomeikos autes.
heos tu topu sukem.
Eos tu topun suken.
Epitame.
Epitame.
Epitame drun.
Epitame drum.
Ten uxilane.
Ten uxilane.
Hoi de kanan aioi tota kat oikusa ten gain.
Hoi de kananoi. Tota katoikusa ten.
Kalasta. Kai Chris, paraphrase.
We said duodeo. Oh, it was through. And through the traveling.
And he travels through.
And
Goes
he travels through.
Okay. To the Mekos Altes. Altes is going to refer back to the game, right?
Okay. To somebody's land.
To the Mekos. To the what? To the
Median.
not the median. That's Mesos. The Mekos. The what? The length. The extent of the land. Okay, so he travels through to the extent of the land.
And like reaches
Until
the land.
The place.
The place of Suken.
the place second. Okay.
It's not through, is it?
No. What is this object?
The tree, the oak tree of
Uh-huh.
and reaches
Two.
to.
I mean, you think of this. Okay, so now we're into this area, and now we've got a singular object. What are we going? We're traveling. What kind of preposition are we going to use? Okay, epa is a preposition that takes all three cases, all three oblique cases. You can take the accusative, you can take the genitive. We've seen that. What does it mean when it takes the genitive?
Of.
No. Ekefale, histatai, epa, to,
Sits on.
upon. Epa plus the genitive means upon something, right? Okay. Epa plus the dative, you're going to see it's going to take the dative te. It can mean over something. So, for example, an epistates is a person that literally stands over someone. Okay. So epa plus a genitive means on top of. Okay. Epa plus a dative means over. Okay, as in a position of superiority or command. Okay. Epa plus the accusative means direction towards. Okay, and this is generally speaking what we see in, I mean, just sort of typologically, most prepositions, if it indicates motion towards something, it's going to take the accusative. If it's indicating a state or a relationship, in or under or over or something like that, then it's typically the dative case. And when it expresses a separation from, it's typically in the genitive case. So generally speaking, that's how the prepositions work. Okay? Allison. All right, so we're out of time. I'm sorry about the technical problems today, but we will reconvene tomorrow afternoon.